Hi besties, my name is Maddie and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going over the 12 books I hope to read in November. 6 I chose myself, and then 6 I had my Instagram followers choose, and I had so much fun doing it this way. So for the first 2 books that I put against each other, I had Two Rights Make a Wrong and Savor It. So for Two Rights Make a Wrong, I have the number 2, Some Leaves and a Broken Heart. And then for Savor It, I had a house, a timer, and then some stars. So it's like a small town cooking romance, and I thought that made sense. Obviously the number 2, it has leaves, and I believe it's Second Chance, Breaking Heart, not quite sure. So the left got 63 and the right got 37. So Two Rights Make a Wrong by Chloe Leese is on my TBR. So this follows Jamie and B, and they were like set up by their friends, and they're like, this is not gonna work, but the one thing we do like is revenge. So they decide that they're going to fake date and go over the top about how much they love each other, and then do like a huge bad breakup at the end to kind of prove to their friends like, you shouldn't be setting us up. You know, when they fake date, typically feelings are caught. So I'm so excited for this one. I think it sounds so cute. It's still giving like the fall vibes, which I absolutely love, and I love the fake dating trope, and I love that he has glasses. How cute. Cannot wait to start this one. So the next 2 books I put against each other were We Were Liars, and I did like the emoji with like the long nose, waves, and then family, because that's the vibes I get. And then I have Carrie Soto Is Back. So I have a tennis ball, a medal, and then like a white heart, because I think there's like a little bit of romance in it. So the left got 48 and the right got 52. So Carrie Soto Is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid is on my November TBR. So this follows Carrie, and she's a professional tennis player, and she's retiring. And then 6 years later, there's this woman who is now breaking all of her records. So Carrie decides that she's gonna come out of retirement, and she's also being trained by like the man who like broke her heart or something like that. And it sounds very interesting. I am hit or miss with her writing, so I'm real curious to see how this one goes. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that excited about it, but I'm holding out hope that it's really good. For the next 2 books I put against each other, I have The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan, and I put a crown, the rose emoji, and a black heart. And then I have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I put a strawberry, a ring, and a broken heart, because I believe it's an arranged marriage and there's strawberries on the cover. So, but this one was crazy. So the left got 70 and the right got 30. So The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan is on my TBR. This story follows Maxim and Lennox, and Maxim is like the black sheep of the family. He doesn't really want like his family's business. He wants to create his own empire, and Lennox cannot stand his family or him because they're comparable, I guess. But they kind of meet up, and they kind of have like this weird attraction spark type thing, and it's them kind of fighting that forbidden love that they kind of have going on. I absolutely love Kennedy's writing. I think her stories are so thought-provoking. I love all the emotion that's put into these, so I'm super excited how she does this, because this feels a little bit on the darker side than what I've read by her. Then for the next 2 I put against each other, I have The Chase by Elle Kennedy, and this one I put a hockey stick, a game controller, and a house, because I believe it's a hockey romance and he plays video games, something along those lines. And then I have The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. So this one I put a chef, a hockey stick again, and then the hand hearts, because he's a hockey player, she's a chef, and they're going to fake date. So on the left got 31% and on the right got 69%. So The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson is on my November TBR. So this follows Ian and Delilah, and Ian just went through a very public breakup, and it's like a PR nightmare right now. And Delilah is like the golden girl of like the baking world, and she also hosts a TV show like on her local networks or something like that. So they decide that they are going to pair up to like fix his image, and her views are going down, so she's like, I can have this amazing hockey player join me, easy peasy. However, she has a huge crush on him, and she is also his best friend's little sister. Okay, so I'm super excited to get into this. Lana's writing is so much fun. They're always so spicy. They always have me kicking my feet, and I feel like this is going to be like the perfect mix of like rom-com and spice, so I cannot wait to read this one. Then I have A Little Life by Hanaya. I'm not sure how to say that last name, okay? So obviously for this one, I put like the sad emoji, a broken heart, and then the sobbing emoji, because I've heard this is nothing but pain. And then I have Normal People by Sally Rooney. And then for the emojis, I put a man, a woman, and then the graduation cap emoji. I believe they like go through high school together, and it's their kind of like relationship. So on the left got 75% and the right got 25%. So I am going to be reading A Little Life this month. And when I tell you I am terrified, I am petrified. Okay, so this follows 4 classmates, I believe, and they end up moving to New York, and it's their kind of like life and how they handle different things, and everyone says this is absolutely heartbreaking, and I am so afraid. So I believe this is just going to be like 700 pages of nothing but pain. So we'll see how that goes. And then for lastly, my Instagram pics, I have Want You Still by C.E. Ritchie, and I put two men with the heart, and then I put like an army helmet and then a broken heart. It's an MM romance, and I believe there's war happening. And then I have Sinner by Sierra Simone. So I put like the little praying emoji, a white heart, then I put like the sweating spicy face because... So the left got 29% and the right got 71%, so I'm going to be reading Sinner by Sierra Simone. And when I tell you, I am so excited for this one, and catch me buying the audiobook because I believe it's Jacob Morgan, and I need to hear him say some lines in here that I kind of got a little spoiled about. So this follows Zenny and Sean, and Zenny is going to be a nun, I believe, but she kind of wants to live life a little bit. So she asks Sean if he will teach her about some spicy things. And Sean's like, I'm not quite sure about that. You are my best friend's little sister, and you're way too young for me. But of course, he gets roped into it, and it's them having their little relationship. And I am so excited for this one. Listen, don't get me wrong. I did not like Priest. Okay, I rated that book 3 stars, I believe. But what I've heard about this one, I think this is it for me. I don't think I like Priest. I think I like nuns. So... I am so excited. So those are the 6 that Instagram chose, and now let's go over the 6 that I personally want to read myself. So I have 2 library books. So first off, I have Monarch by Sophie Lark. This just came out at the beginning of October, I believe, and I cannot wait to get in this one. I loved Grimstone, so I think I'm really gonna like this one. So this follows Elena and Atlas, and Elena is like a mail-ordered bride to this man named Benjamin, and I guess he's like a single dad, which like instantly perked my ears, and I was like, single dad, sign me up. He's also like an author, and he moves them to Grimstone, and they are like renovating a house or something along those lines, but he actually turns out to be like a nightmare. Her fairy tale that she thought she had is not it at all. And there she meets Atlas, who she kind of confides in, and he is like this grumpy hotel owner, and it's kind of mysterious. So I'm so excited to get into this. I love Sophie's writing. I love there's pictures in this. A lot of authors that I read I can never find like in my local library, so I love that I finally have this one in a library book form. Then I have Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. So this follows Callum and Lark, and Callum is a mortician, I believe, and owns like a funeral home, and then Lark is staying at like an Airbnb adjacent to this funeral home. I believe she's grieving, and she's just kind of trying to figure out life. And Callum now has an inheritance. In order to collect that inheritance, he needs to find a wife. So him and Lark kind of have this budding friendship, and she's like, I will definitely help you find a wife, and it's their journey throughout that. And I think it sounds so cute. It's kind of still got like the creepy vibes. I love the cover. Like, I'm obsessed with this cover. It's kind of got like the friends to lovers trope in there, and I'm really excited to get into this one. And I've never read anything by her, I believe, so new to me author. So I'm excited to see if I like her writing style or not. Then I have 2 books that are coming out this month. So I have Hex by Emily McIntyre. This comes out the 5th, and this is her 6th book in her Never After series, and this one is the take on The Little Mermaid. So this follows Vanessa, and she's like not good enough for her parents, not good enough for her uncle. She just always has felt like not enough, but she is super smart and she's super cunning, and she's always kind of like figuring things out for herself. And then in comes Enzo, who is her cousin's fiance, and he is the first person to ever see her as who she actually is. And it's got like the forbidden love aspect of it, because I believe it's like something like the mafia too is thrown in there. Very interesting. The Never After series is like hit or miss for me, but I still love the premise of it, and I love that it's all Disney retellings where the villain gets the girl. I think that's so exciting, and I cannot wait to read this one. And the cover of this one as well is so pretty. I love it. Then I have Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. So this is the 3rd in her Rebel Blue Ranch series, and this also comes out the 5th. So this follows Teddy and Gus, and Teddy is a free spirit. She just kind of does what she wants when she wants to do it, and Gus is a very straight, narrow, single dad who's just like hanging on by a thread, and he's doing everything in order so he can like stay afloat, basically. So he kind of asked Teddy, I believe, for help, and it's going to be their little relationship. And I love this series so much. I love the first and second one. They are so good. I love the small town cowboy aspect of it, and I love this one so much because I love a single dad. You know that. I love that it's best friend's brother because it kind of has that like tension there as well. So excited. And I cannot wait for book 4 though. Book 4 is the one that I am most excited for, but this one still makes me very excited for the series. Then for my book club pick, I have The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangyang Mandana, something like that. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And this one sounds very interesting, and it kind of gives me the same vibes as The House and the Cerulean Sea. So this follows Minka, and she's a witch, but she's a witch in secret because there's only, I guess, like a few witches left in Britain. So no one knows she's a witch. She's keeping her head down, but she has an online like account where she does magic and pretends to be a witch, but she's actually doing like witchy things. She doesn't think anything's gonna come about it until she gets a message from this person who's like, we have these 3 young witches and you need to teach them how to do magic like safely, I guess. Something along those lines. So she shows up there where she meets this like broody gardener who is like very protective of these girls, and he's like, I don't want anyone coming in like ruining them in a way. And I believe there might be a little subplot of romance, and it's her working with the girls. And I think it sounds so cute. I'm so excited for it. I've never read anything by this author, so I'm very excited to like see kind of what it's about. And then lastly, I have Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. So I really wanted to read this one in October, but I still feel like it's fine for like November to get into like still the fall vibes. So this follows Jeannie and Logan. So Jeannie's aunt basically gives her this cafe and she jumps on it. She's like, oh, I'd love to do that. And Logan is like the town farmer, and it's them kind of butting heads and forming a relationship out of that. I don't know if they like bump into each other. I don't know if it's like a meet cute. Not quite sure how it goes, but I see it constantly on like my For You page and Instagram. The cover's really cute, and I have the audiobook for it now, so I'm like, I might as well listen to it to see what it's all about. It's got like the grumpy sunshine. I believe it's small town. I think you got a little bit of found family in there as well, so I think it sounds very interesting, and I'm hoping I like it as much as like everyone else is. So those are the 12 books that are on my November TBR. I think that's crazy that it's already November, that we have 2 months left in the year. Please let me know what you're reading in November. I love to know. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Love yous!